Alright, my initial video here on Wiggums, who's only been here a couple of days, has already seen the vet. This is a larger cat. He's 13 to 14 pounds, not overweight, just a big boy. He has a Siamese mix, kind of a blue lynx, I guess. He was a stray, and so what we're seeing so far is actually a very, very healthy appetite, despite the fact he's just sitting looking at his breakfast and not eating it in front of us, but eating very well. Wet and dry food. I suspect he may be a cat. You'll have to monitor his weight a little bit. He's not so keen being caged here, so he has been kind of turning things upside down and all in his cage, sort of in protest that he's being kept caged. And we do need to keep them caged while we run the ringworm culture, particularly if they were outdoors, just so we make sure there's no contaminants on his fur, etc. We did give him a bath. He did very well. He was very calm and a little bit antsy at first, but then he settled right down. No aggression noted. The bath is a great way for us to kind of judge what the base tendencies of the cats are. You know, are they really anxious? Do they lash out when they get stressed, etc.? And so we saw none of that, and that was all good. He is pretty shy, introverted. So look at his head kind of turned away from me, etc. He's certainly receptive, a little bit suspicious. So if you saw that sort of quick movement and a sniff of my hands, would not put him with small kids, and I would not put him in a busy household. We don't know how long he was a stray. He certainly seems in fairly good shape, but he's probably well capable of caring for himself in the outdoors, so that's really not surprising. But he did not come in covered in parasites or naked areas, looked like he'd been fighting or anything like that. So it could have been a short time, but hard to say. It could have also been for a while. So the possibilities for him are, he may overeat. You may need to monitor his food intake. He may want to get outdoors, even though he's not showing me, dashing out of the cage or anything like that. Once he is settled in the home, it's always possible with these strays that they may be interested in the outdoors. Of course, that's a no-no in our program. I'm not seeing anything to indicate he's not going to be okay with other cats. Now, typically we want to, particularly with strays, be a little careful about the male-male matching, because if they were outdoors, and they got into squabbles with other cats, it's typically going to be another male. So we want to kind of keep an eye on that. But I will be integrating him next week up here with a male and 2 females, and then we should be able to get a better idea of how he does with other cats. But I'm not seeing anything to indicate by any means he has to be the only cat. But interesting kind of introverted behavior here. So it's not like he's super shy. It's not like he's been beaten. It's just like he's a bit withdrawn and doesn't know what's going on, and he's choosing to try to remove himself from the situation by just turning his head away from me, etc. So that's where we're at with this guy at this point in time. As soon as we have some more personality traits and activities to share with you, we'll do another video. Hey bud.